Previously on Pau Hana Travels, we run into several roadblocks and break down 24 miles off pavement while trying to get to another free campsite. Click the video link in the top right hand corner if you missed this episode. With our coolant issues behind us and the disco running like new again, we headed back down the mountain to Highway 97. The ride down was smooth and uneventful, and soon we found ourselves back on the blacktop of the Caribou Highway. Many have asked why we would risk taking our RV back on that Forest Service road, and I can only say adventure begins at the end of the roads you know. And sometimes that means hitting a patch of dirt or two along the way. As much as we wanted to stay in the Quesnel area for the long May weekend celebrating Victoria Day, we knew we needed to find a different place to call home for the holiday weekend. 200 miles away was the village of Burns Lake that we found on our southbound journey coming home from Alaska in 2017. So we set course back to somewhere familiar. When taking the West Axis route from the lower 48, you need to make a decision at Prince George if you're taking the Alcan or the Cassiar highways. We have already decided we are taking the Cassiar this trip north, so once in Prince George and crossing the big bridge, we turned our wheels west onto Highway 16, or otherwise known as the Yellowhead Highway. From Prince George to Prince Rupert, this is a 2-lane highway with 3-lane passing stretches. It is fairly straight with no high summits and follows several river valleys paralleling the Canadian National Railway route, and many of the towns on this route are here today because of the railroad. As we near the town of Fraser Lake, we begin to enter the Lakes District of northern British Columbia. This region embraces over 300 wilderness fishing lakes and 3,000 miles of pristine lake shoreline. The vast water world of the Lakes District extends from the Stikine Mountains in the west to the Omnica mountain range in the east. The heart of the Lakes District is Burns Lake, a vibrant and modern community on the Yellowhead Highway that has retained its pioneer spirit and small town charm. Forestry is the town's main industry, followed by ranching and tourism. With almost 20 lakes in the immediate vicinity of Burns Lake, this freshwater fishing paradise is a place for sports fishing for cutthroat and rainbow trout, char, kokanee, lingcod, and salmon. The Village of Burns Lake Campground is a free campground ran by the local Rotary Club. You can stay here up to 3 days for free. To learn more about this free campground, click the link in the top right-hand corner to watch our video from 2017 when we first found this campsite gem. The following day, the rain stayed at bay, and we all decided to get out and take a hike. We had read on the BC Sites and Trails website about a hike nearby called the Eagle Creek Opal Beds Trail. The review said its main attraction is the network of trails that lead to the agate and opal beds of the area on a 1.8-kilometer loop with many viewpoints of the valley. Moose poo! Well, we're on a hike and we're just outside Burns Lake and we are trying to find the opal beds on the opal bed and agate trail. And that's what we're on.
Yep.
And it's pretty cool.
There's a waterfall up here somewhere too, right?
We're right on the edge of a clear cut and we're working our way. We're here with Mom and Dad. And we got a break in the weather, so we figured we'll go for a hike.
I don't know why.
That'd be a great place to put a geocache. Right in there.
Puka.
There's a puka in that tree.
Okay. Well, the trail goes that way and up around the hill. We just came across some other folks that came back from the supposed waterfall. Well, they didn't make it that far. They said that there's so much deadfall across the trail it is impassable. They've turned around. There's a stream down there somewhere. I can see it, barely hear it, but we're not going to do it. I think it's time to turn around.
Well,
Stacy, what do you think?
it was one heck of a hike, and I'm going to remember to set my GPS right now so we can see at least our back out.
Or half mile. Half mile out.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I went just a little bit further up, and I do see a trail in there. It does continue down the hillside, or across the hillside. But I think the ladies are done. What did you think of the hike, Stacy?
It was strenuous, just like the review said.
What'd she miss, Dad?
She missed a beautiful creek with several cascading waterfalls.
Yeah, was the creek like this long?
No, it was beautiful.
Well, I'm sure you got it on video. You know, this is our first hike of the year and my ankles are a little weak and I know my bounds.
I can definitely see you wore the wrong shoes.
Yes, boots next time, not holy tennis shoes.
Yes.
Well, they're not holy because they're worn. They're just, yeah, my feet are soaking.
They're not waterfalls.
All right, so we're heading down now.
Yeah, I think this was a great hike. First hike of our trip to Alaska. Burns Lake, British Columbia. Woohoo! Right over there is the village of Burns Lake, and that's where we're parked.
We're back at the truck now. We took the easy way back, I guess. The logging roads kind of took us right back to the truck versus the trail through the forest.
It was 3/4 of a mile from where we stopped till we got back.
That's an easy hike.
So 1.5 mile hike.
Mm-hmm. Anticlimactic. We saw a little stream, no big waterfall, from what we understand.
No dramatic views of Burns Lake.
From what we understand, the trees have fallen quite a bit over the trail, so made it much more difficult to pass than what the reports have said.
Whew, the camera's heavy. It's been a while. No wildlife, just remnants of.
Moose tracks.
And
moose
poo.
pellets.
All moose poo, no bear scat.
All right, so now what?
Bit boggy, bit muddy. I think we're gonna probably scavenge some of this firewood around here and head back down to camp. And
yeah, because what? It's almost 4.
Is it that late?
It's 3:40.
Well, dang it.
So it's happy hour almost.
Right.
All right, let's get back down off this mountain.
As always, if you like this video, please give us a thumbs up down below. Leave us a comment and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. We thank you for watching.
Until next time, Pau Hana.